Hello everybody and welcome back to Mikey's Makerville Project YouTube channel. Today's project is going to be building a ghost. It's a pretty simple project and you can build this with parts that you probably already have in your house. I'll have a list of the components below and links to purchase any of these if you don't already have them. Okay, let's get on with the video. Hello and happy Halloween everybody. Today we're going to make a fun little project that you saw in the intro. It's going to be a ghost with glowy eyes and it's very simple. The ghost head is going to be a tennis ball, and the ghost body is going to be just a simple sheet. It's about 1 foot by 2 feet. The eyes are going to glow with LEDs. You can use any color. I'm going to happen to use blue. And then you need a battery and some conductive tape, and you're pretty much set. It takes about 5 minutes to do it. So let's get to it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your LEDs, and you want to find out which one is the positive and which one's the negative. So here's a clue. The longer one is the positive. The shorter one is the negative. What that means is you put the positive to the positive side of the battery and the negative to the negative side of the battery, and there you go. Now it lights up. So what we're going to do is, let's move this out of the way for a second. We're going to bend these so that the positive is, and make a little V, and the positive will be sticking on the outside. There we go. And that's going to be one eye. And we're bending it because we want the eyes, the glow is sticking out. So we want it to glow like that. So then we're going to bend this one like a V. Positive is on the outside. So the two long ones are on the outside, the short ones are on the inside. Now, in order to get all this electricity to the battery, we're going to use these pieces of tape. It's conductive tape. Sticky on one side, conductive on the other side. Unfortunately, it's not conductive on the sticky side. I'll show you how you get around that. But this works out pretty well. And the nice thing about this project is it's something that you can do at home because all of you do-it-yourselfers probably have all this stuff in your house. You don't even have to go out to the store. So let's see. Be careful with this tape. I have heard people can, kind of cut themselves with it. Just be careful. Okay. So what you want to do is put a piece of tape along the tennis ball, and that's going to be where the eyes go. So I just use this little rim as like the head. We're going to have one eye here, and we're going to have the other eye here. And so that's the plan. So what you want to do is you want to get this negative part on the shorter end of the LED on this conductive tape. So I like to just kind of weave it through the fuzziness of the tennis ball just to hold it in place. And then I'll do the same thing on this side, weave it through the fuzziness a little bit more. Oops, no, I did too much. Oh well. Only the negative side weave through. Okay, and now they're both on the top. Very good. And then we want to make sure, and I just do that so that it stays still. So when I'm working, I don't have to use another hand. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll just use the sticky part of the tape to press it down against the metal. So pressing the leads down against the metal side of the tape, or the conductive side of the tape that's already on there. And then what it's going to end up happening is we're going to put this battery here with the plus side up, negative side against the conductive tape. Once this lead is on the top, it's going to glow, and once this lead is on the top on the other side, it is also going to glow. So that's a good thing to check before you start taping it down. Okay, I put my LEDs on correctly, so we're all set. So now we need to get them stuck to the positive side. So we will just take this tape and we're going to go across the middle of the battery. Whoops. Ooh, that was a mess. Okay. Across the middle of the battery, and we're going to have the negative side of the battery on the tape. The positive side of the battery, I'm just going to have it so that this line goes underneath the leg of the long leg of the LED. And yep, you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing with the other side. And that is how we're going to get this guy lit up. It's very easy. Anyone can do this, and you can do it, like I said, in just a few minutes. Okay, and then you want to make sure that you're going underneath the lead here. So there we go. And you might have to twist your leads a little bit so that they stick. But there you go. Essentially, that's what it's going to do. And now, since we know they're not staying, we're going to put these little pieces just to hold them down. This doesn't even have to be the conductive tape, but since we're using it, might as well just keep it all together. Put one lead down there. Now that's going to hold that leg against the conductive part of the other tape, and we'll hold this leg against the conductive part of the tape. Okay, there we go. Now, LEDs are bright if you look directly at them. So I recommend never look directly at the LEDs. Now I can show you to the camera because that's not going to hurt you, because it's super bright. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is. So anyhow, there we go. That's it. We're done. And then what you want to do, if you want to, if yours isn't staying lit, you can put a piece of tape that kind of comes down across the side just to hold it down, but don't let the positive side touch the negative side, or else you'll short it out and then it won't light. But the other thing is the cloth is going to hold it down. So we take the cloth, we just drape it over it, over the tennis ball, and then we're going to pinch it closed. And you can either tie some fishing cable across here to hold it, or you can use, I like to use a white tie wrap because you won't see it anyway. And it's nice and easy to do. Or you can even use a rope and you can make it look, you know, kind of creative and stuff. Then you can take your fishing line and either use a needle and thread and just put it through the top, or tape it, or whatever you want if you're going to have these hanging. But there you go. That's what it's going to look like. No problem. That was pretty quick and easy. And then if you make it a little bit before Halloween, you know, you're not going to make them all at the same time and be ready to go. You're going to make them beforehand. The trick to not running out the battery is, what I do is I just take a little piece of paper. You can either take regular paper and like fold it, or I just use photo paper because it's nice and thick. And you just slide it right under there. There you go. And now, when you're ready to go, you just pull out the paper and your ghost is ready. And so I'll just keep it like this until Halloween. And it'll be all set. And again, you can adjust the eyes, make them look good. Don't wiggle them too much or you'll break it. And then you need to get another LED. But LEDs are cheap. You can get a whole bunch of them. You can use any color. Actually, I think red probably looks the best, or white might be nice and bright. But anything you want will look good. So have a good time. Have a great Halloween, and I'll see you next time.